In Honolulu, Jay Gray, King 5 News.
So as Jay just mentioned, the hurricane could get a lot worse in terms of damage overnight. You can see it from space. Take a look at that. Now for the latest on the hurricane, let's check in with meteorologist Darren Peck. Darren.
Mark, one of the first things we're going to take a look at is all of the runoff from the rain on the Big Island. And so far, the Big Island has gotten the bulk of the rainfall. And so far, it's been the rainfall that's been the major impact from Lane. And if everything goes according to the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center, the rainfall is going to be the biggest impact here. And when you talk about a hurricane that was a Category 5, that's a good thing in the big picture. It's not good if you're on the Big Island of Hawaii. Come on over here. I want to show you the rainfall totals. It's kind of a unique looking map. It's got a bunch of numbers on it. You're looking at the Big Island. I'm going to come in for a close-up look specifically at some of the higher terrain here up on the slopes of Mauna Loa Mountain, just up above where we were watching those streets getting flooded with rain. If you can't read the numbers here and here, it says just about 35 inches, a.k.a. nearly 3 feet of rain so far, and we're not done. Let's take a look at Lane at this point. That's what it looks like on the visible satellite. Now here's a good sign. You don't see an eye in there, which means Lane is losing its organization. And if we switch over to the infrared, which is usually a more menacing way of looking at these things, you're just looking at the tops of the clouds here to pull out any detail, and still, we don't quite see that organization. Lane is starting to get ripped apart. But there's still a lot of rain that has to go somewhere. And as we come in for a close-up look, here's the Big Island where we already saw the runoff. Maui's going to have to watch for this next, because as Lane starts to shift over towards the west, all that rain's going to go towards it. Speaking of which, that's exactly what Lane is about to do. It's going to diminish overnight, and over the next 12 hours, it comes down to just a tropical storm and starts to skirt the islands. That miraculous turn in the forecast is still on schedule. That's great news. However, the rain is still going to be a big issue for those islands. I'll be back with more on our forecast in a bit, because you may